Hi everyone, it's Shooter Rex here. So after cleaning this Kimber Stainless Raptor 2 in the 45 ACP, I had a request from Dylan Salcedo, who's a subscriber of my channel, and he was wondering if I could feature just shooting the guns with a couple of the Kimber mags that I have. He also thought that I had some Wilson Combat magazines. I only had the factory Kimber magazines and also some black coated ones that I purchased after getting the gun itself. So I won't be able to do a comparison between the Wilson Combat, but based on experience, I did get some Wilson Combat, but that was for my 1911 Max Michel in the 9mm. And I was very pleased with those Wilson Combats, and it was a 10 round mag capacity. So definitely check it out. Check out the Wilson Combats as far as magazines for your 1911. So as you can see, this is my Kimber Stainless Raptor 2 in the 45 ACP. It needed some good cleaning, so I decided to take it apart and even remove the wooden side grips. So now it's just a matter of putting things back together. I also want to say thanks to Dylan Salcedo for subscribing to my channel and inquiring about the type of magazines that I use for my Kimber Stainless Raptor 2. Well, Dylan, I pretty much have mostly the Kimber factory magazines for this particular gun. I have the Flush mag, that's an 8 round capacity that came with the gun. Then I also have where I installed like an extended base pad for this 1911 magazines. And so here's another 8 round Kimber mag. And then I did also get the 8 rounds, but the black finish. I don't have any Wilson magazines at the moment, and regarding your question or request if I could shoot a video of the magazines that I have, I will try to do that as well after I put this gun together. But unfortunately, I don't have any Wilson Combat magazines, but for me, if you could find some, I would probably get, other than the Kimber mags, I would also add the Wilson Combat magazines to your collection. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to put back first this side grips. And they are really easy to detach and reinstall. And the reason why I haven't replaced my side grips is just that I really like how the stainless finish and how the wooden side grips kind of complements and makes this 1911 looking very classy. So I'm just gonna tighten it just a little bit, not too tight where I don't want to crack the wood grips, but just enough that the screws won't be loose. So that's one side. Now we're just gonna put the other one in. And we'll go from there. Now just reattaching this second side for the hand grips. Okay, as you can see, there is a slight cut on this wood grip, so that for your mag release button, that as you push, that it's not going to be in the way. So testing it out, and then release. What I also like to do is, before I put things all together again, I use this Blue Magic Metal Polish Cream, and I kept this top on. I didn't remove the entire thing, just did a slight opening just so that I can keep it nice and kind of moist for it. And then so what I do is I put some coating on the sides and on the top, even on the front end. Then I turn it over and put some on this side, top, then the fun part of it is just kind of moving it in one direction as I polished it. Now that I've polished this side, or the slide, now I would also spend some time putting a little bit of polish also on the handle itself. So usually I just put it on this section of the slide, covering a little bit of a coat on it. Now if you look closely, there's a little bit of that polish cream that got into that hole, so what I do is I just use this Q-tip to remove it, and then making sure that I get this polish on the edges, and then I just use it again. So now that we've polished it a bit, time to seal that back in. So now we have the hand grip, the slide, and I've already cleaned this internal parts. We have the recoil spring, the recoil rod, and this would be the pin, and we're just going to put it together. I also forgot to mention that I do put a little bit of polish on the barrel as well, but not too much, because this barrel is the first one that gets dirty, or this part of the barrel is the one that gets dirty most of the time once you've fired a couple of rounds to it. So here you go. This is my Kimber Stainless Raptor 2 in the 45 ACP. Just making sure that I could remove some of my finger marks on it. Let's do a functions check. Good. Safety on, safety off. Let's do it one more time. Safety on, safety off. Okay, so here you go. This is the first few rounds using the flush magazine. This is the Kimber flush mag that came with the gun. So let's get to it. Safety's off. Again, that was the flush mag. Safety's off. So we have two shots here. One, that's 4, and then 5 and 6. Okay, now we're gonna have this Kimber factory mag with an extended base plate. We're gonna aim for the target in the middle, right side. Here we go. This one was at 12 feet. This one was just at 10 feet. Okay, so now we're gonna be using this black coated magazines with an extended base pad. This is an 8-round magazine capacity, but I think I only have 7 rounds in it. And for this one, we're gonna do just transitioning on the bottom targets from left to right. Here we go. For this one, as you can see, for this one, my first shot was pulled to the left, but then I transitioned from left side to the right. My right side right shots are not as close as the one on my left. That one was at 15 feet. Okay, so here's my last round. Again, this one has the extended base pad. I'm gonna use a cloth to just pull back the slide, just so that I don't get any fingerprints on it. We're gonna aim for the top targets. This is at 20 feet. That was my last round. Okay, let's check our target. So 1, then there's 3 here and 3 here. I have to say, this Kimber Raptor 2 is a beauty. That's why I really like shooting this Kimber Stainless Raptor 2. And yes, this is in the 45 ACP. But once you spend a good time of practice with it, this gun is really fun to shoot. Trigger is at right there. So again, Dylan Salcedo, thanks for subscribing to my channel and for posting a question and a request on the video for this Kimber Stainless Raptor 2 in the 45 ACP. Here's a close-up look at the trigger. Let's do a reset. Reset is here. And trigger pull right there.